All right. Welcome back to Why Math Why, a place where we will continue to discover the things that make math go round by asking ourselves the question, why do certain things work? And today I'm going to go over a real basic thing that I've been working on with some people lately, which is just the subtraction of integers. And it's going to be hopefully a pretty short video, but we're going to start out with a very simple problem. 5 minus 9. So 5 minus 9, there's no magic there, or maybe there is, depending on your standpoint, but we're going to look at this from several different perspectives. So there's a popular rule out there where people say when you have opposite signs in addition and subtraction, you subtract the two numbers and take the value, the sign value of the higher number. So meaning here you have opposite values, you have positive value and a negative value, so you would subtract 9 minus 5 and get 4. And the larger number would be 9, which is negative, so you take that sign. But the question I'll ask people is, well, why? Why does that work? I mean, because otherwise it's just a gimmick, that rule. And there's a couple reasons why. So here's one perspective. Let's say we look at a number line. And any number line worth its weight in gold, whatever the heck that means, starts at the number 0, and from there we go to our first number, which is 5. So we go 5 to the right. And the reason why we go to the right is because our number line represents positive and negative direction. And remember, positive and negative numbers are just directions. That's all they are. If a stock goes up in value, it's positive. If it goes down in value, it's negative. Positives and negatives are indications of direction. So we have a positive value of 5, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And at this point, you're wondering why you're watching a video on counting. And then we go from 5, and this tells us to go to the left 9. That's what that minus 9 means. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to the left, and that lands us right here, which, curiously enough, is at negative 4, which is nice. I mean, that's one reason why this works, in that direction is accounted for by the minus sign here. This is positive, minus 9. Another reason why we'd end up at negative 4 is you can think about this as the total distance between the two numbers being 4. And since 9 is a larger value and is negative, we're taking away more than what we started with. We're going to end up negative. How much more are we taking away? We're taking away 4 more, a difference, subtraction, a difference of 4 more than what we started with, but in the negative direction. So that's another way of looking at it. I like this way, and this is like pure subtraction. 5 minus 9 can be rewritten as 5 minus 5 minus 4. And you might say, why write it out that way? Because this shows you numerically why subtraction works the way it does in the property of subtract the two numbers when you have opposite signs and take the sign of the bigger. Here we'd be pulling out 5 minus 5 and leaving you with negative 4, the answer. Think of this as you have $5, you pay back $5 to someone when you're $9 in debt, and you're left with $4 in debt. Now, I'm going to go even further. I'm going to say that this is just like subtraction that you learned way back when. So when we first learned subtraction, you had like 3 boxes, take away 2 boxes, and you literally pair up what you're subtracting out, just like that. And you're left with 1 remaining. And so, when we're looking at something like this, you're quite literally subtracting out, meeting out 5 boxes and 5 boxes, but being left with 4 additional boxes that are negative in amount that we owe, or 4 more in the negative direction. So no matter how you look at this, integers, as simple as the rule is to just memorize it and say, well, you take the sign of the bigger number and subtract when the signs are opposite. Sometimes it's important to look a little further. I'd say all the time, to look and see why these rules work the way they do so that we can build on them. I'm pretty pumped about this, peeps, and you might be, if you made it to the end of this video, thinking, man, this guy gets crazy excited about even subtraction. Yeah, look at all that's involved. It's pretty awesome. Anyway, that's it for this latest installment of Why Math Why. Can't wait to see you all next time. Maybe work in some absolute value. Who knows? I've been thinking about that lately. Either way, I hope that you guys keep mathin' hard and that life is good wherever you are in it. Take good care, peeps. Peace.